Hi. Digital I was where I was spent going trip. Greetings everyone, boys and girls. This is James here speaking. And I know noticed that where I've been. So this is the aftermath of the Mae Sot At funeral. So as a trip from the funeral to the Mae Sot, and where I'm supposed to that the uncle are passing at funeral estate, put him to burn him to the ash, and for pretty hefty moment. So this is the aftermath on a March 23, 2019. Here are this course. This is the aftermath of this. Today is on the Saturday, which means that this is a very inclusive. This is the collusions of where I spent to. I was spent to 3 days after going to Mae Sot, and this gotta be has a good thing at the moment. So there you go. There's a lot of it's gotta be have to do, and I have to explain this with this Mae Sot after where I've been going. And my family says pick up the second school. It's because of my grade 2 says a final exam to as a grade 2 final exam to have to completely, and where was the second school decided to close off, and afterwards is a far into weekends period, and during to my trips is going to March summer after going to Hawaii sometime, and my family is going to the trips to the Hawaii, and because I have decided to take some package and stuff into the drawings, everything stuff, and tablets, everything is our stuff, and backlog there. Still thing is gonna be have to do, and hopefully it's gotta be wait till to go March summer. So anyway, so this is where I've been to going to Mae Sot at going to a funeral, as where I've been supposed to have the truth says Dad been going to as it takes to his uncle, and has his passing, as uncles have suffering from dehydration to health issues, as a poor healthy issue, to have the heart pump as the oxygen, to have heart pumps up to here, have to stay have to still until his last there moment that he died from the heart attack, and usually he stopped breathing. And as around that stage, this time, uncles went to his funeral. So is this is a really course, and I wear just I was wearing to the black suit, black clothing to the black star clues. That's my outfit. As is before says Sherman that in the court, and I was just sitting us along here, and as a prayer to the Buddhisms as a Buddha, and this was where I was heard that I just had to, as I closed my eye to have I have says condolences to by people as a unexpected as that is really course, and I just it turns out that I take carrying this forward for the uncle. I just didn't realize that this won't be this year is getting bad or worse. Like There's currently some memories before it was 2015, between 2016, that something like that, as when I was his teenagers. And recently, of course, hopefully it is there, and everything is going to be fine, and everything's that has something is really bad case, and for funeral for this sometime. And I just finished this for our first day. It just goes, and maybe it's a visit to a coffee place, and I made to strawberry lemonade soda. I just have a drink this up as I could. Have it drawing to everything on the side, and as I enjoyed to do so. I just have to admit that a special kind of person to the special kinds of children. That when I have all kinds of data, documents, and documentaries just with themselves to my family. Just have says mom's dad, cousin, brother, as well as a documented diary that have video diaries just by moms, as of course my family has your mom, dad's cousin, brother, and then the sister, whatever it is doing is really of course. But and I just spread that this obviously it's just she has addicted. She got addicted overnight, just during to still talking and still meeting us there. Had to talk about this. Otherwise, just have this that associate this document there. As literally is that to have it has the Thai autism group associated Mae Sot. That's have the teams have the rest of the teams by the Thai autism group associate this document there, and I hope they realize that gotta be course. And I went to the hotel here, had to sleep there, to sleep that alone, and I had to continue going to forward. So as it's still the funeral here, and the sitting as a long chair, have to have prayer to the people, and as by saying had this something as I have to just as a mumbles on to that the temple here, and to have the tears and the cries out by people has a strange this really this bad case course as an uncle. And at the end of the hour's appearances while talking, and then they went to have this takes to put him into the ash, onto the burn him to the ash, and have to disappear as it takes the props of flowers on it, and it walks along with the moms here, and it walks to the shames of her slayers after something like that, and then is put into a something case, and then it has to the inside that coffins to the open things up, and I just where I was reacted to said, oh my gosh, like that. That's a coffin is a dead body corpse as a corpse, as our uncles have never been to hear it that have as a coffin here where that dead body corpse, and I put the flowers on it, have was overreacted sets. It's saying that oh my gosh, and then uncle replies that it's been is okay, James. I'm just getting rest in peace for now. I have a much this going sometimes in the distant future. That's what I have to uncle heard this before. But this is going to be a moment, and he put him to the ash and burn him to burn his things up, and then just that's where he got disappeared. And I didn't want him to make this video, so I didn't want him to make this posing on the moment and then this video. But I really have to carry on to the uncle's his memory right now. He went to United's heaven. So actually I have to say thank you so much to condolences by people. Our thoughts and prayers should everybody has involved to the uncle, everybody. With my little brother and sister, my cousin, my other brother and sister, beloved my wife and husband, household, to my step grandmothers, my grandpa, my grandma, and my grandmothers, my other grandmothers, grandfathers, and my uncles, and including my grandchildren at the picture log. So this is a generation of the classic years and then modern years. Together I was to start the independent career and then rise up to starting onto social media by myself. I have to carry on to uncles as I have to gratitude and the civilization to the old peoples and the new age of the people are just getting new generation unto have to thought prayers, and the religions have the God, Jesus, and then Buddhism to everybody's the people, according to something as whatever if you have this religions. So and as everything is as always that, and there's just gotta be have to move along just afterwards forward. The Thai autism group associate the Mae Sot. I have brought to green tea, and I brought to with the blueberry cheesecakes and brownies. As I enjoyed to have the trip to be, and where I was supposed to. There's a hot place. There's a hot spring. I turn on to the hot waters, and there's a pot with the barrels on it, and I attempt to hot waters is a hot foot into, as where I was sitting it is with the hot water, but I attempted. I didn't get into the barrels on it, so because this hot rises, there's a hot temperature too. Everything is really hot. That's and the other says autism, that this person, and he actually wished the birthday as against the wishes, and I ate them two blueberry cheesecakes and the brownies and green tea stuff. I noticed that meat cute is she brought to by the same as green tea stuff, and it's gotta be coarse, and I went to a hot spring there, had to take to close the things up, and to take the hot bath in here. As it was up the rising is about the 47.2 degrees Celsius that the temperature, and I getting into hot baths and the hot pains as really have this gave to me this gave to my hot body here, and I thought to be a hot bath to have to make it making this jiggles and frazzle. That's overacting to the frazzles and the hot risings up there. I thought to be happy to make this noises where I have to of some frazzles, some mumbles, and to make the noises like a shh. It's like that. That's a hot bath in here. That's just a hot bath. There's a hot rising here. As it making pains, there's a hot to this. As it doing so. So I just get up to the hot bath during 7 minutes. Does not take too long. And the hot bath in here says it makes frazzles and the jiggles. Had to keep myself to get the cold water and the ice water. To as my ears gave headaches that have the health there. Health provinces have still going there. Just my ear ringing there. And the wait till my families and the family's friendly there. As this is good in case, as you know, it's hot this there rather than it's not being getting almost. There's have the rest of the times about 7 and then 10 go up to 15 minutes. I just do have a 7 minutes to get up there, so that's just this case. Hopefully this go. And I went to a waterfall. I went to a waterfall looking at a distant place that the children's is playing, having fun time in this place. And yeah, it's just as all they spent of it going. So, and here are the cars. And I went to the coffee place and I've been going out there. And I had to got out from the waterfall as it happens to be as it takes to lunch break, and then that takes a lunch, and then takes to the pre-dinner snacks. I already ate them to the cheesecakes and brownies there, and then ice cream. Has to be ready. Have to say everything is got to be much more looking good. So, and they got out from released. And they finally released and they got out from funeral. So here on the course, drive off to the trips and head back to the Dock City head back to small in-house studio. So, and this is my small in-house studio. So yes, this is my sister art and animation here. And I have to build to big boy gun blaster corporations to my James Taylor cosplay, and then art department. I think it's still going there as a long argumently this still production designs that I have to do as put them all of it there as a way back 2016, 2017, 2018, the archive way back to there has the 4 years that passes, something like that. And I have the gun to do with the continue going to art department, and everything is as under site, and I have to continue with this journey. And have to continue with my stop motion animations, get it downstairs, and then go upstairs. I have to get the art department, and then production designs as art department is everywhere. So I have to everything on the site, and then social media topics, that's something like that. And that's it. That's about it. This is a document of the religion's refillable update here on to where I've been spent going to. They have predicted by the Thai autism group associated goes to Mae Sot At, and I just going to funeral about the 3 days period with the uncle have to pass it. So anyway, so there's a United Heaven is here. So Uncle, take care of us, bless you by yourself, and hopefully you're the destined in the future of my life has been changed, and then the entire universe will be changed as an endless loops for new universe in the distant lifetimes spent always like that, our soulless and then our heartless. So take care, God bless to you, uncle. So, and that's all pretty much to say. I would like to say thank you for stopping by this update. I would have to say thank you. Your views, your responsive, your comment, your impressive, and greatly very appreciated. So thank you to all of us. That's all pretty much all to say. And all of you see you next around to plan on this sometime in the future in 2019, but not today. So that's all pretty much to say, and I'll see you next as a future in the past, and as always, later. And I would have to say thank you for condolences to by people, and pretty much all to say. There's nothing else to have to special, and thank you and God bless to us. And anyways, later.